Welcome, everyone! Today, we're taking a closer look at the project, problem, inquiry method, but with a twist. We'll witness 3 teachers attempting this approach, but let's just say, things don't exactly go according to plan. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Your research topic is climate change. But remember, climate change is a hoax, and you shouldn't trust the mainstream media.
I understand, but can you suggest some resources I could use?
It's not my job to give you resources. You must find them yourself.
Can I focus on the existential threat to polar bears?
Your personal interests should not play a role in your research. You should instead focus on facts.
Okay, I'll make sure to do that.
Hey, did you notice how Mr. Smith interrupted us during the social studies discussion?
Yes, it was frustrating. I was trying to make a point, and he kept cutting me off.
I know, right? Teachers are supposed to be facilitators, not interrupters.
Exactly. We were trying to participate actively in a discussion when talking about the Civil War, but Mr. Smith kept budging into students' answers.
I was very excited to share my points out loud, but I was unable to because he kept singling students out and I got nervous.
Yes, the mood of the class changed when Mr. Smith started to act like that.
I think it would be in our best interests to email Mr. Smith with our concerns and talk it out with him.
Agreed. Hopefully, tomorrow's class will allow us to have a better experience with working on our problem-based learning on the Civil War.
Hello class, today you will begin a new group project.
Oh no, I hate group work projects.
Your groups will choose a random country, figure out what its biggest problem is, and then research possible solutions. Should be simple enough.
Mr. Feldman, who is going to be in our groups?
Well, Susan, if you had been paying attention to yesterday's lesson, you would know that my role is to be the facilitator of your learning. So I'm not going to hold your hand and assign groups. You figure that out on your own.
But Mr. Feldman, I'm a new student and I don't know any of the other kids.
Can't you see I'm busy facilitating? Now get to work, Susan. I have other students who need help.
I guess I'll just work on my own.
Troy, Allison, nice to see that you've already formed a group. What country were you thinking of researching?
We were thinking of researching France, because Allison's dad grew up there.
France? No, you don't want to do France. You want to pick a more exciting nation. Like Russia.
But Mr. Feldman, we don't know anything about Russia. And we already brainstormed ideas for...
Do not contradict me, Allison. How can I possibly facilitate your learning if you don't let me control every aspect of your project? Now give me your computer. I need to begin researching for you. Honestly, some days it's just hard being a teacher.
Now that you've seen some examples of what not to do in this general method, it might be helpful to briefly review the essentials. There are 3 key things to remember. First, in order for this method to work, you need to have faith in your students. If you do not trust your students enough to work independently, and constantly interfere, their projects will never reach their full potential. Second, it is important to ensure that you have given your students the skills they need to perform research on their own. If they cannot work without your direct guidance, they will experience the issues discussed previously. Third, even though we are facilitators, teachers still have a lot of influence in this general method. How you phrase a question, interact with your students, and offer guidance can have major impacts on the outcome of your students' work. By remembering what not to do from the examples given in the videos, and what to do from the 3 essentials just mentioned, you should be ready to use this general method in your classroom.